Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a combo deck built around this new card, Gold Rush, which is a 2-mana instant. It says create a treasure token until end of turn. Up to one target creature gets +2/+2 for each treasure you control. So this card, when I read it, I was like, wow, that has the potential to be 2 mana, what, +10/+10? Even greater if you had 4 treasures and then you play this. It counts the treasure that that it makes itself. So definitely a high ceiling on this card to really pump up something. And I wanted to sort of take it to the extreme and see what if we created an entire deck that had all treasure makers in it. The other new card I wanted to test out is Magda, the 2-mana 2/2, and it says whenever you commit a crime, create a trapped treasure token. The ability triggers only once each turn. Sacrifice 3 treasures to create a 4/4 red scorpion dragon creature token with flying and haste. So pretty big payoff for treasures. 2 new big payoffs, the Gold Rush and Magda. And there's a lot of treasure cards from the past couple sets that are kind of nice. And there's a few other new ones that I wanted to try as well that create treasures, such as the 1-mana Reckless Lackey, 1 mana for 1/2, first strike haste, and it is a goblin pirate. 3 mana to sacrifice it, draw a card, and create a treasure. So kind of early game, just kind of get in a little bit of damage, and then late game you can sacrifice it, draw a card, make a treasure. The Goldvein Hydra, which is a 1 green and an X/0/0 Vigilance Trample Haste, enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. When it dies, you create a number of tapped treasure tokens equal to its power. So it's going to create a lot of treasures if you pumped a lot of mana into it, and also works with treasure as well, because if you have a bunch of extra treasures lying around, you can cast it for a big Hydra. And they kind of scale with each other. If one dies, the next one you cast can be even bigger. So a pretty powerful threat here. The other new card, is the Great Train Heist, which is a instant 1-mana spree card. You can add 3 more mana to untap all your creatures you control, and then there's an additional combat phase. An additional 2 mana to give all your creatures +1/+1 first strike, and then additional 1 red to choose target opponent. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to that player this turn, create a tapped treasure token. So that can create a bunch of treasure tokens if a few of your creatures get through. Let's see, what else do we have? We have the Gala Greeters, which is an old card, but solid one for this treasures, because every time another creature comes into play, you can create a tap treasure token or give it a +1/+1 counter, gain life. We've got the Riveteers Requisitioner, which is a 2-mana 3/1. When it dies, you can create a treasure token, and it can blitz as well for 3 mana to put it into play with haste and sacrifice it at the beginning of next end step and draw a card. So every single card in here, including the Jewel Thief, another one, a 3-mana 3/3 Vigilance Trample, creates a treasure token when it comes into play. And then Breeches, which is this new Goblin Pirate, 3 mana for 3/3 first strike. And whenever a pirate you control attacks, choose one that hasn't been chosen, one of them to create a treasure token, target creature can't block, or exile a top card of your library, and you can play it this turn. So the only other pirate we have are these lackeys, so not a ton of pirate synergies, but him by itself is a nice 3-mana 3/3, pretty good blocker, and then every time it attacks you can make a treasure token. If you have a lackey out, that is also a nice play on turn 3. Just attack right away, make another treasure token. Just having some one-ofs here, the Atsushi, the Blazing Sky, the 4-mana Dragon Spirit. When it dies, you can create 3 treasure tokens, or choose the top 2 cards of your library, and until the turn you can play them. And then Seamless Package, which can also turn all your treasures into green citizen tokens, green-white citizen creature tokens, and it also makes 2 treasures when it comes into play. We also have the land, which can make treasures, which is a Volatile Fault, which you can sacrifice to destroy a non-basic land. They get to search for their basic land, but then you create a treasure token. So this can come up sometimes when you're just wanting to get a critical mass of treasures for the Gold Rush or Magda to create an extra dragon token or do an extra 2 damage with the Gold Rush. So I thought I'd try that out. Also can destroy, your opponent's lands if they have any creature lands that you need to destroy. So that is basically the deck. We're trying out a whole bunch of new cards, and we're just going to see what happens when we play it on the ladder. Alright, Treasure Aggro. On the play, decent hand here. Feed with the Goldhound. And gotta go with the Gala Greeters next. And get as many treasures off the Greeters as we can. And this can get some more treasures, but maybe we'll wait on that until we use it some more. We could blitz this in, but I think we'll just go for the colorless. There. Maps correctly. Go treasure. Just here and the counter. And swing with everything here. And now we can take an extra combat step. 4 mana. Okay, that's going to... Alright, so we can do... We wanted to do extra combat step and treasures. We could do that. We sacrifice this. But maybe we'll just do extra combat step. But we only have 4 damage, so that would be 4, 4, and 4, 12. Not quite enough. I think we'll just attack and pass here. Maybe use this end of turn. Or wait until we can do extra damage and extra combat. Sure. Okay, that's unfortunate. Yeah, let's draw a card here. No, not what we were wanting to see. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. So how many treasures do we have? This is potentially 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be 10. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 10, plus 10. Should be exactly enough, right? Yeah. This has menace, so they can't block. Alright, nice. Assuming they don't have any one mana spells. This is a lot of damage. Alright. Make sure they don't use the treasures here. And in fact, you could actually, after you do the pump, you could actually get another combat step there. So, 22 damage was potential. on that turn. Pretty nice. Good game. Alright, treasure aggro on the draw. It looks okay. Got the Goldhound into one of these. Having to take damage every turn on the land is maybe not so great against mono red, but we'll see what we can do. Yep. Sure. Okay. Now, do we want to... Ooh, another gold rush. Wow. We have 3 mana. We could play a Jewel Thief or Breeches just to have a potentially decent blocker, but did not use this, which is interesting. So maybe I'll just play this out for 1 here and swing 2. Try to set up a big turn with both of these gold rushes. Yep. Yeah, sure. This is Menace and Trample now. Yep. Okay. So there's a Breeches, which can make treasure each turn. Let's swing again. $16. And yeah, we'll go for the Jewel Thief, I think. Yeah, we'll play the Breeches. The reasoning is we have 2 of these. They're legendary. And first strike does give us a chance to stop this guy. So it essentially forces them to use the removal here. But no burn spell on the Breeches end of turn. That's good. But yes on the Hydra, okay. The other thing is down to 8. Oh, Lackey. This would generate a treasure. And then we would have... I'm just thinking if we have enough to do 2 gold rushes, let's do the math. So then I would have 1, 2, another 3 treasures. We did this, so that would be 6, and then this one would be 8. 6, 8, and then 3. So that would be enough. Although I would have to use one of the treasures to cast the other one. So that would be 6, 6, and 3, which would still be exactly enough. No, this would work actually because this creates another treasure token on its own. Okay, we're going to go for it. All right, good game. Gold Rush for the win. Alright, treasure aggro on the play. What you want to see. This is decent with our Lackey, Magda. Got Rock v Rock. Dwayne v Dwayne. On the mulligan. Lightning Bolt sleeves. Something in the treasure chest? Nope. We got turn 1 Lackey, turn 2 Magda, turn 3 Jewel Thief, turn 4 Hydra. Pretty decent. This guy is pretty sweet. Another 2 drop. I think we want to play this actually instead of the Magda because we don't really have ways to commit crimes, and I want to play the Magda the turn we have the treasures to use to make the dragon. Okay, blue-white. I'm going to play the Jewel Thief here. See if they have a removal. Nope. Sure. I think they have Counterspell. Somewhat likely. So maybe we'll play around a Counterspell a little bit. Playing a little weaker of a creature than the Jewel Thief. No, that resolves. Alright. Some sort of stop they have. Picklock Prankster. Got it. Okay. My Abuelo's combo deck. In that case, we just hope that they don't have it on turn 4. I don't think there's anything we can do to disrupt this. And just have to go for the Hydra for 3. I suppose. Yeah, that's probably the best in case they have a blocker next turn. But if they got the combo, they got the combo. Reading the Hydra. Got something. I mean, they have this otherworldly gaze to flash back, of course. But maybe... Okay. Now, that was good because they don't have Rakdos Twins up. But they do have a gaze, okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, down to 4. Well, we did what we could. We can go through the motions. Alright, good game. Never should have created this deck. Alright, treasure aggro. What goes first? We got a decent hand here. Let's see what we can do with the turn 1 Goldhound. Rock versus Lotus. I should make this an actual card. That would be sweet. Looks like a blue-white something. Go for the Goldhound. And... sure. They got a counter spell. Nope. Okay, nothing on 2. Base. Okay, nice.
I'll take note of all your failures.
Okay, shrinks the Goldhound. I think maybe we'll just play this land. Maybe just run out the Atsushi and trying to think if that's the best move here. This is damage to player. We're playing out the Goldhound also is a decent option. Yeah, let's resolve this. And then I think we're gonna make a treasure here. Slightly better. Close though. Go after the Jace.
This won't affect our greater plans.
Okay, well that will make us a lot of treasure, so I don't know if that's what we need here. I think we want cards. Wow. Okay. Treasure map, nice. That's what we need. Map to more treasures. Well, this Hydra is pretty good draw here. I think this is the play. Because we can Hydra for 4? Is that right? Yeah, take out the Jace. Which is nice. And then we can get another treasure. And then, yeah, go after the Jace. Not sure. Some sort of mill control list. Okay, looking. Draw something here. You can do an extra combat step for 5+5 or 6+6. That's not bad. So here we could also... We have 6 mana. So we can do... This is 5, it could be 7 and 7 if we do both the modes. Debating if we want to play around a sweeper or not right now. Also make some more treasures and take an extra combat step. It's probably worth it to play at least one creature here. Let's go for the map tokens, I think. Let's see what's on top. Stimulus package. Tokens from... Sure, we can leave that on top. And then we'll do the other map token here. We'll play the Goldhound. for another treasure. And then we'll attack. Okay. Plan to maybe use this in a turn. See what they have here. No, okay. Didn't have a sweeper. Alright. Treasure aggro. Definitely can't keep that. This is fine. Putting back... I think I'm going to put back a land, even though that feels bad. Yeah, we'll draw another land. Pretty likely to. I think it's better than putting back any of these other cards. And I'm okay with this on 2 as a 1/1. Or maybe not. There's the land. Could have run out the breaches. It looks like we're up against tokens, most likely. I mean, I don't hate playing this out here. I'm gonna wait until this. A bit more mana. Yeah, I think it's worth it. This, every turn this can attack, it will give us a treasure anyways, so I think that's going to be worth it, assuming he doesn't put a bunch of power into play right now. Comes the Gleeful Demolition. Oh no, okay. That's good. Oh, never mind. There's a Gleeful Demolition. Yep. Okay, there's another Hydra. Let's do it for 2. And swing with both. Create that treasure. And end the turn. This is a nice target for a pump spell because it has trample. Okay, it's probably going to take down... Oh, wow. Okay. Did not anticipate that. Novice Inspector. Sure. Maybe he's just going to tap a bunch of his guys here. Give him flying. Yep, okay. So this is, I have 3 treasures, so this is plus 4, or sorry, plus 8, plus 8. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8. And that is 11. So I have to make a treasure. So I can do exactly 11 by making him out of a block. Though he may not block if I attack anyways. Because I can make a treasure. Eight plus 3 is, yeah, okay. Alright. Gonna make the treasure. It's gonna block. Okay. Well, I have to use this. I've committed to it. So, good block on his on his side, but a little unfortunate. Had to use it in that way. Alright. Well, the Gala Greeters can block at least. And that will not matter. Alright. Good game. Alright, welcome back to the wrap-up. Overall, the win percentage for this deck was about 50% when I was playing with it. Definitely won some, lost some close ones. There was one game I was hoping to kind of get in some damage with Breeches and Gold Rush for the win, but opponent blocked. But I think people kind of didn't see this coming. This card impressed me quite a bit. Gold Rush. This was able to do like plus 10, plus 10, plus 12, plus 12 in some of the games. A ton of mana, so a ton of damage for not so much mana. So definitely an impressive card. And the Magda was okay. I didn't really get to use the commit the crime. There's a few cards in here that can commit crimes. The Great Train Heist and the Volatile Fault can commit crimes. But if you wanted to sort of change this deck, you could add some removal, some burn spells in here, play with fire. I might take out the Great Train Heist. It came up a few times where I could have used it, but I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to use it to get an extra combat phase or wait until later. I think it's a powerful card. It's just quite situational as to when it is good. So maybe just like have it as a one-of in this deck. But yeah, it was interesting to try to figure out how good that card was. The Lackey was okay. And overall, an okay deck. I'm not sure how much potential this has. I don't think it's super competitive. Oh, I did like the Goldvein Hydra. I think that card is pretty solid overall. But Gold Rush, I think, is a pretty powerful card. So maybe there's a different shell that can use Gold Rush but isn't all in on it as much. Maybe more of the sort of just a green-red pirate list, because Breeches was pretty solid and can create a lot of treasures by itself. And maybe with like the Goldhound, taking out maybe even taking out Magda and going and the Jewel Thief and going all in on more of the pirate theme. But let me know what you think in the comments. It was a fun deck to explore and see how much we could do with Gold Rush. Hope you enjoyed it, and like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more combo decks. And yeah, hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.